So what we're going to look at now is the application of the new Tegaderm IV Advanced Peripheral Dressing with respect to a non-ported cannula. This recommended technique for application to here goes through using the aseptic non-touch technique. The first thing with a non-ported cannula is obviously to ensure that we secure the cannula in place before we remove the needle. Using the tab there, we can now take off the strip and applying over the top and pinching down, we can secure now the cannula, removing the little tab to that point there. Obviously, we've already pre-primed our extension. And now removing without touching any of our key parts, we can apply our extension line. The next part of the dressing now means that we can now take off the backing, and when taking off the backing we're no longer touching any of the adhesive. In terms of where to apply, the notch needs to come up to the key parts joint and tacked in place. The new IV Advanced Dressing uses a pressure sensitive adhesive, and as such a firm pressure is required to ensure that we get maximum securement. To now enclose the cannula, what we need to do is overlap the two white cloth sections at the back to ensure that we completely encompass the cannula. Remembering that slight pressure is going to aid the adhesion of the dressing. Remember when you're taking the frame off to ensure that we run your finger behind so that the edges are neatly secured to improve securement of the cannula. As part of the packaging, you still have one securing strip left. This securing strip can be applied to the extension line. And the final part of the dressing will be the application of the date of insertion strip, which can be found on the rest of the frame. And that completes the application of the new Tegaderm Advanced IV Dressing on a non-ported cannula. So what we're going to go through now is the application of the Tegaderm IV Advanced Securement Peripheral Dressing. With a ported cannula, we still have the wings in situ, and as such, we now need to use the securing strips to secure those wings. We repeat this now for the second. In terms of the main body of the dressing, we now use the aseptic non-touch technique handles so that we're no longer in contact with any adhesive here either. Opening the notch, we can apply that all the way up to the port and tack down. The film has a pressure sensitive adhesive, and as such firm pressure can be applied, and that will aid the adhesion of the dressing. One of the crucial parts now is to ensure that we fully enclose this cannula, and to do that what we will do is we will lift up and we will overlap the two white sections underneath so that we completely enclose the cannula. In taking off the frame, we need to ensure that we run our finger behind as we take off so that we don't have any edge roll, and we improve the securement of this cannula. Remembering the pressure sensitive adhesive, we can apply gentle pressure over the top to ensure that we've got good adhesion and we prevent premature dislodgement of this cannula. The final part to the dressing is to add the date of insertion sticker. And that completes the application of the new Advanced Securement Peripheral Dressing. So we're now going to look at the application for the new Tegaderm IV Advanced Central Venous Catheter Dressing. It's been designed very much around the diaphoretic skin, and it's also been designed very much around aseptic non-touch technique. So in terms of application to a central venous catheter, by removing the backing, the frame delivery stops it from folding in on itself, but also now allows us to apply it using the handles and not touching any of the adhesive. In terms of positioning, we need to be thinking of where the notch is, and we need to be positioning this to the top of the block, like that. In terms of the diaphoretic skin, the dressing is designed very much with a pressure sensitive adhesive, and as such, firm pressure around will increase the adhesion of the dressing. In order to encompass, as with the CHG dressing, we need to ensure that the two white soft cloth sections are overlapped behind. If at all possible, we need to pinch them together to fully enclose those lines. In taking off the frame delivery system, we need to run the fingers behind and along the edge to ensure that we get good adhesion around the edge of the dressing. You will notice on the second section that we have two further securing strips. These are designed to increase the security of the dressing. The first strip should be placed behind the line and across. The second strip using the thumbs is enclosed over the top so that we don't tension over the top and we pinch down with our thumbs, creating a fully enclosed line. The final part of the dressing application requires us to put on the date strip, which is an indicator of when the dressing was last changed. And that's the completion of the application process.